Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So today we're going to take a look at Masters of the Universe Origins Wave 10. I'm excited about this wave. Let's get it out, let's get it unboxed and get it on the shelf. So welcome into my channel. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe for more great toy videos, 80s, 90s nostalgic videos, and things of that nature. Wave 10 Masters of the Universe Origins. I'll be caught up now finally and get those on the shelf. Then we're waiting for more Origins figures and great things like I guess the Eternia playset. It looks like the backing's kind of slowed down on that on day 3. So we'll see how long it takes to get to the actual 5,000. It does make me a little concerned that we won't be getting anything of the additional, the additional stretch goals. Maybe those stretch goals might be a little too high. But anyways, let's focus on Wave 10. Let's get Wave 10 out. Let's take a look at it. Alright, here we go. Wave 10. We got some interesting figures here. We got Digitino for more of the Sunman line. So we'll check that out. Then we've got Mini Comics Trapjaw, I think. So an alternate version of Trapjaw. Very colorful looking. Then we got some core figures that we needed. We got Whiplash, so that's interesting. That's an exciting one. And then we got King Randor. That's a really exciting one. One that people have a hard time getting a hold of vintage, so that's good. All right, let's knock these out one at a time. All right, here we go. Digitino. So another of the Rulers of the Sunman and the Rulers of the Sun line. So unfortunately, again, I've got the international version, so I can't, I'm not going to know much information here. But anyways, I think he's supposed to do stuff with mathematics or something. So actually, looks okay in the packaging. His armor is kind of weird, how it's like kind of blocking his chin. So we'll see if that straightens out. Oh, he has a glow-in-the-dark armor. I didn't even realize that. And so we got Digitino battling against Mini Comics Trapjaw there, and it looks like he's some kind of radioactive hieroglyphic digits, or he's attacking, doing some kind of psych attack on Trapjaw. So that's interesting. Then we got all of Wave 10 there. Seems like a pretty cool wave. So we got the action feature representation. We can charge up his armor in the light. And so, hey, another glow figure. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, let's get Digitino out and see what he's all about. All right, Digitino out of the package. And we got the mini comic. Looks like it's focused around Digitino battling against Trapjaw and Whiplash. Maybe King Randor's in there too. But I'll never know because it's the international comic. So there's no words. Lame. All right, but Digitino, I like the color schemes that they do with the Sunman figures. They're just like, they definitely look different than Masters of the Universe, but it's cool that they're part of the line. So we got Digitino. Other than his glow armor, I mean, he's pretty much like a pretty basic figure, but that's okay. We have those in Masters of the Universe too, stuff like Zodak, pretty basic figures. So I believe he's Latino. Well, his name is Digitino, and the Sunman line seemed to specifically emphasize on culture when it comes to making the figures. So this is our Latino figure. So Digitino comes with a little gripping claw staff. Kind of reminds me of the Horde Troopers weapon. A little bit different though. Actually quite different. But it's cool. Another cool accessory, different than what we're normally used to with Masters of the Universe. The armor piece is a little bit awkward. It is kind of awkward how it sits. It can easily kind of like get in a weird position. But I guess it looks okay if you position it correctly. Alright, let's charge Digitino's armor up and see how, when I turn the lights out, what it looks like with these assortment of glowing figures here. Alright, here we go. I'm going to turn the lights out. Turn off all the lights. see what it looks like. Try not to trip in the dark. Oh yeah, you can see. There's a original Scareglow with his, he had his cape on though, so he was not charged up very well. There's Origin Scareglow. There's Digitino's armor. And another vintage Scareglow. Definitely a more noticeable glow on the new figures. But if not on camera, you can definitely, they're all doing a nice glow actually. But the Origins figures are definitely more bright. Alright, next we got Mini Comics Trapjaw. Really bright looking. Very vibrant. Got those Christmas boots on. This is Christmas Trapjaw. Just in time for the holidays. It's cool having, I like the variants though, definitely. So what's going on in the back of Trapjaws here? Giving a blast to He-Man. That's pretty cool picture. What is he, like charged up or something? He's drawing energy from somewhere. Interesting. Alright, so Trapjaw's got all different attachable weapons and his mechanical jaw. So let's get Mini Comics Trapjaw out and see what he's all about. Alright, here's Mini Comics Trapjaw out of the package. Looks really cool. One bummer is that on the vintage Trapjaw, this piece was actually removable. And since it's not on Origins, I don't think it is on the other one too. You couldn't swap this out with the blue one if you wanted to have the silver, all the silver accessories on the blue one. But whatever. Very interesting paint job. He's got the same everything otherwise. He's got that articulated jaw, pretty cool. Got painted striped boots. Got kind of like a striped trunks there in the front, black and red stripes. Trapjaw is a fan favorite, and you can never get too many of them, so if there's any repaint I wouldn't mind having, I guess it's a Trapjaw, so I'll take it. So just like standard Trapjaw, he is a standard Trapjaw other than the paint. He's got all of his accessories. He's got his clamp, he's got his hook, and he's got his blaster. And then his belt has two holder spots to hold those accessories. Let's check out his belt clipping accessory. That works really good. Can hold his extra accessories. Got his extra accessories, and then there's that blaster. And thanks to Origin's new articulation, we got some articulation on the cannon, so it makes it look really cool. Alright, here's some other Trapjaws. We got vintage Trapjaw. My vintage Trapjaw is I think a Mexico Trapjaw. So the legs bands are really tight, but that can mean that the legs won't stand super straight. So I use figure stands on my vintage figures anyways, but it's really not an issue with the stand. And then I just realized with getting out the old the standard vintage Trapjaw, he has less mechanical armor and stuff on this version, so he has just a regular arm instead of a robotic style arm, and he doesn't have these extra mechanical like leg thigh pads and all that stuff. So that's something I didn't quite notice at first. Alright, now let's take a look at Whiplash. So Whiplash is one of the core figures we've been kind of waiting for a while, so glad to finally get that one in. So he should have his, at least the rubber tail. I don't know if he's actually going to have the whipping tail action, because that would just be the spring waist, which Origins figures basically don't have that. So I'm assuming it's just the tail is just for show. And there we got Whiplash battling Fisto and Battle Armor He-Man. Pretty cool. And so yeah, they're not showing any action feature or anything, so I guess there really is no action feature. But that's okay. Still want the figure. and he looks good. So let's get Whiplash out and see what he's all about. All right, Whiplash out of the package. Very solid fill-in figure. So the way they went now is a snap-on tail accessory. So this is a hard plastic, so that's a lot different than the vintage for sure. But as far as the looks, he looks the part for sure. Looks really good. He's got the clawful style feet, same, just like we would expect. So let's see how this tail accessory works. This is a more of a softer rubber tail. So snap that on. Okay, and that actually will help him stand, but there is really no action feature here though. In a way, his tail kind of lunges him forward, kind of, because it's more rigid, so it does not allow him to stand back very much. So there's a minor critique there. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And so we got Whiplash's classic spear, and other than the way that they handled the tail, I'd say he's pretty. Actually, yeah, that is kind of a. Wonder if there's anything I can do about that. Yeah, I don't think they did very well with that, to be honest with you. I don't know. Was everybody else having this experience, or see that he basically he won't stand straight up because the tail prevents him from doing it. Maybe I can get him there. It's not terrible, but it could be a little bit better. All right, here we got vintage Whiplash next to New Origins Whiplash, and yeah, with the vintage one, the tail is very loose, so it will help him stand a little bit, but it's not so much that it like pushes him forward. And of course, we had an actual action feature just because of the action waist. I mean, which all Masters figures had, but there was something to it. Mine's not the best. This waist is a little bit. Whoop! Now I'm knocking stuff over. And actually, vintage Whiplash, his weapon is one of the few weapons I've still yet to come across in all my Masters of the Universe collecting. Believe it or not, didn't seem like it would be one should be hard to find. I can get it for like maybe $12 on eBay, but oh well. I kind of wait till I get them in lots, and I just never came across the vintage Whiplash spear. All right, last but not least, we got King Randor. Looks pretty amazing. This might be the star of the wave, possibly. So King Randor always looked like a really massive, like really muscular figure. I don't know why, like maybe because of the painted arms. So there we go, King Randor in his courtroom, I guess, throne room. I don't know who these characters are. There's some cool characters in this artwork here. And we see Buzz-Off and Stratos and Palace Guard in the back. Pretty neat. So this one's a more harder to get in vintage, so perhaps there's pieces here that will serve people to help like fix up their vintage if they can't get a hold of certain pieces. So let's get King Randor out and see what he's all about. All right, King Randor out of the package, and he looks really good. They did a really good head sculpt of him. Seems like the crown is not like removable like on the vintage one, but that's actually good. That means it's not going to get lost. You could probably work something out if you wanted to try to use this for a vintage one, to try to replace it. There's a lot of King Randor's vintage out there that are missing this. And then, so King Randor's armor is a lot like Jitsu's, just painted differently. With less gold painting on the front here, and then I think Jitsu's has gold painting on the back as well. It's basically just a Jitsu armor but repainted, and he looks really good with his colors and his tights. And so they gave him the same cape treatment like Scareglow, going with the rubbery plastic cape, and that's pretty nice. Probably less likely for it to get damaged and destroyed and lost over the years. And then he comes with, coincidentally, maybe that's why they both came out in the same wave, he comes with the exact same spear as Whiplash, only a gold one. So we have a really nice representation of King Randor here for Origins, and it's really great. This wave filled the gaps in some really good core figures that we needed. Alright, here we got vintage King Randor next to new Origins King Randor, and man, the colors are much more vibrant on the new one. Like these wrist bracers, maybe they were more golden back in the day, but they've like color changed over time. And yeah, a lot of times you'll find King Randor, this crown can slip off. Pretty cool representation, pretty cool recreation. I like the vintage and Origins. And yeah, now these accessories are a little bit more hard to find. Whiplash, it's kind of weird that I don't have his spear, but King Randor spear is kind of hard to get a hold of. I don't have it yet, as well as the cape. So missing that stuff. But you see, this is the King Randor armor painted differently than Jitsu's. Alright, I got him in there somehow. So I found a spot for Digitino right in there. And then, oh yeah, King Randor, Trapjaw right up there up front. And then Whiplash sitting on top the dungeon grate, at least. Expansion needs to happen for Origins, yeah. I want to do the... Actually, once I fix up my vintage Eternia playset, I'm actually going to put all the Origins figures around that. I'm going to clear this space and make it where the vintage Eternia is going to sit there, and then I'll put all my Origins figures around there, I think. Because we're not going to get the Origins Eternia for a long time anyways. King Randor might be a top 10 figure. Alright guys, well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.